What's up, Tubers? It's James here, and welcome to my daily October series, horror recommendations for the easily scared. Oh my god, fuck. And we're on the last week of October, so that means we are up in the ante for the scares for the last 7 days to make it to Halloween itself. And what better way to count down to Halloween than recommending Halloween, the 1978 version, and Halloween, the Rob Zombie 2007 version, for today's movie. Jesus. I'm taking my mask off, yeah. Oh my god, I can't breathe. And yes, I have my head shaved. So, we know the theme. It's a classic theme, and we know hopefully you know the reboot theme. Sounds a bit more evil, but yeah. So, original Halloween, 1978. It is rated R for all my audience. Directed and written by John Carpenter. I think this was this his first film that he did? Sorry, just checking. Director. No, this was his technically third film, as everything else before that was shorts, and he did Dark Star and Assault on Precinct 13. But yes. And screenplay by Deborah Hill, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, original Scream Queen, as Laurie. We got Donald Pleasance, who is playing Michael? Tony Moran? Yep. And yeah, okay, we got Nancy Keys, PJ Souls, and Kylie Richards. But it's more about Jamie Lee Curtis's character, really. But yeah, so synopsis for original Halloween. On a cold Halloween night in 1963, 6-year-old... Oh, he's only 6, okay. 6-year-old Michael Myers brutally murdered his 17-year-old sister, Judith. He was sentenced and locked away for 15 years. But on October 30, 1978, while being transferred for a court date, that kind of rhymed, a 21-year-old Michael Myers, woohoo, 21, steals a car and escapes Smith's Grove. He returns to his quiet hometown of Hadfield, Illinois, where he looks for his next victims. Yes. So, if you watch the original trailer, it looks really weird. It's excellent. No, actually, if you watch the opening of the original movie, it's excellent. Great for an opening scare and everything. It's from the point of view of Michael Myers, but the camera kind of got it wrong, as a 6-year-old should probably be smaller than what the camera is, because unless he's a big fucking 6-year-old, but I don't think so. It's from first person point of view, and he's watching his sister and her boyfriend.
Michael's around someplace. Take off that thing.
Let's go upstairs.
Okay.
Yes, so if you want to watch the original movie, you got to remember it's 1978. It's all, oh, they're having sex. Oh my, that's so naughty. It's very, let's say, taboo for one of those films to do it early on. But they're also being innocent about it. It's like, she's looking after Michael. The boyfriend's around. It's like, oh, they're gonna be romantic. It's like, no, they're gonna be rude and go upstairs to fuck. But the acting. But yes. So this is from first person point of view. We are watching right now. Michael witness his sister and her boyfriend go upstairs to do the do, and so he's now walking to the kitchen or inside the house. I don't know why he was outside the house to begin with. Oh yes, so yesterday's recommendation, Goodnight Mummy, was to make people think about having a family. This is about those who already have a family. Think about, do you really want to look after that psycho kid of yours? Do you want to have a babysitter, or do you want him to be a serial killer? Because in 2007, it's going to get more hardcore, but at the moment... Yeah, a 6-year-old should not be taller than the oven. He's just got out his iconic knife. And I have to say, this probably all talks about roughly a minute, 45 seconds or whatever. And the boyfriend and the sister are done doing the do. I'm like, well, okay, that was quick. And he's walking out. He fucked around. I'm like, dude, what the hell? Do we call that young love? I don't know. Or is it in the 1970s that no one lasts longer than a minute? My older audience, talk to me. And so he's just found and picked up the clown mask. His first mask. And the sister is she's just had her first time, maybe, or a second time, or whatever. She's in love, brushing her hair, naked in front of the mirror. And Michael's watching her.
Michael!
And he's stabbing the shit out of her. I think about 7 times. And the interesting thing is, John Carpenter directed this for 1968, or in 1968 for the time. And Michael has grown up in a white-collar home. Like, it's a nice house. And there's like a white-collar family in a way. It's like, okay.
Michael?
Yeah, parents just came home, ripped off the mask as Michael was just coming outside, holding a bloody knife. That is the opening for Halloween, the original. And it's one of the best openings, it's the most scariest openings. It is 1978, so very wanky in style, but yeah. Like I said, hire this one out, watch this before the 2007 movie. If you want to watch most of them, the whole Halloween timeline is kind of confusing because there are sequels that don't technically count as sequels. There is the Jamie Lee Curtis sequels that work, but now the 2018 Halloween is out. Technically, you only need to watch Halloween 1978 and then the newest one, Halloween 2018. Sorry for the confusion. But Halloween H2O also has Jamie Lee Curtis, and then Halloween Resurrection also has Jamie Lee Curtis. And that was... let's not talk about that. Okay, so that was the opening for 1978. It was scary. It was innocent. It was... Well, not innocent. It was brutal. Now, we're getting into redneck territory. 2007. Rob Zombie directed and wrote the movie with the help of John Carpenter. It stars Malcolm McDowell, Brad Dourif, Tyler Mane as humongous Michael Myers, Dave Farouche. Sorry, I'm gonna butcher these names. He's 10-year-old Michael Myers. He's that French kid from Hancock. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, sorry. Sherry Moon Zombie as Deborah Myers. William Forsythe as Ronnie White. Udo Kier as Morgan Walker. Danny Trejo for a brief moment. Yes. This is a bit more rednecky. So technically, the Rob Zombie version is supposed to show his upbringing, why he became who he became. Like with every reboot and with every big baddie we had to have, it was all about, why did they become like that? With all this, how did Darth Vader become who he was? How did Jason become who he was? How did Freddy Krueger become who he was and all that stuff? This was basically the answer for Michael Myers.
Jesus Christ, Ronnie, you know I have to fucking work tonight. Somebody around here has got to make some money.
I'm all broken up here, bitch. I can't work.
Yeah, and whose fault is that? Oh, God, you're pathetic.
You know that new waitress over at the Bingo Lounge? She can give me the freaky eye.
Oh, the whore with the big tits hanging down to her knees?
Maybe I'll choke the chicken, purge my snorkel all over them flappy ass tits.
Good, we'll have a good fucking time. I hope she likes cripples.
Bitch, I will crawl over there and I will skull fuck the shit out of you.
Oh, I'll get the crutches for you.
Yeah, this one's more disturbing. Rob Zombie goes all out redneck in this, and it's like the way the mother and the, I'll say, stepfather possibly talk to each other. It's very disrespectful, very, wow, you two need to leave the house and all that shit. Because no one is safe and no one is showing respect. And no wonder Michael Myers turned out the way he was.
That's all that fucker does is cry. Crying shit.
That's all you do is cry and
Fuck you and sit on my pole right now, bitch.
Yeah, I'll say it's probably a bit incesty too.
Mom? Can't you see I'm making eggs over here? Since when?
They're chicken abortions and they're fucking gross.
They are not chicken abortions.
You know what an abortion is.
You know what? Can you please go upstairs and get your brother?
Why do I always have to do it?
You know, just do it. Don't you give me that look.
Man, that bitch got herself a nice little dumper.
What did you just say?
You heard me.
No, say it again, Ronnie. Say it to my face.
Oh, what's the matter? You jealous of your own daughter's ass, huh?
Say,
Ah! Fucking whore! Clean it up!
And it's really disturbing that there are some families like that.
stop jerking off in there.
Get away!
Hey, get your ass downstairs and wash your hands, you little shit.
Yeah, as his sister is trying to egg him downstairs, Michael is cleaning his knife. Because it turns out that he killed his pet rat. And that's always a bad sign.
Let me tell you something, that freak of yours, he needs some serious discipline. I mean, he runs around like a little bitch.
You know, you leave him alone. Keep your hands off him.
Give me a fucking break. He's probably a queer. He's gonna grow up, end up cutting his dick and balls off and changing his name to Michelle.
Oh, before the PC movement came in.
You two so long.
I was a stud. I had to flush them.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. We'll get you new one after school, okay?
It was actually really interesting to see the family dynamic in this part because the mum and the stepfather fucking hate each other, obviously, but Michael's technically a mama's boy, which is really interesting.
What'd you do to him? Stroke him to death? Elvis.
You know, it's a fucking rat. Who pays money for a fucking rat? I mean, it's a goddamn rat, man.
Morning, Boo.
And it shows how Michael is caring to his younger brother, which I was very interested about. It's like, you don't care about human life. You're a mama's boy in a way. Your stepfather is a fucking cunt of a man. But you show humanity towards, your baby brother who can't defend himself, who can't talk. It's like, okay. Mostly because the baby brother doesn't mouth off to him.
Take that damn thing off. You are starting to annoy me, boy.
I hate you.
And I hate you too. You see this? As soon as this heals, I'm gonna break it again on your fucking face.
Enough, all right?
Yeah, that's just a loving family altogether. So, synopsis for 2007 Halloween. Nearly 2 decades after being committed to a mental institution for killing his stepfather and older sister, Michael Myers, Tyler Mane, he's awesome, breaks out intent on returning to his hometown of Haddonfield, Illinois. He arrives in his hometown on Halloween with the indomitable purpose of hunting down his younger sister, Laurie, Scout Taylor Compton. That was actually a name, not an address or a street sign or whatever, sorry. The only thing standing between Michael and a Halloween night of bloody carnage is psychologist Dr. Samuel Lupus, Malcolm McDowell. This one is more brutal. Like I said, you see the evolution of Michael upping his kills throughout the movie, and for probably the first 15 minutes, and then it boosts him up to adulthood because he gets bullied at school, he gets bullied at home, and it's just like, oh, fuck. And so, the next scene I'm about to play is a bit disturbing. Michael is in the mental institution or whatever. And these two workers who take the rules into their own hands. There is a new woman that has been committed, and they're going to have their way with her. And the smart idea they had is to do it in Michael's room. I do apologise for the following disturbing things you're about to hear, because it does get very... Yeah. But...
Hi there, sweetie. Hi. Oh, we're just here to look in on you. We know it's your first night now. Just want to see how you are. Oh, aren't you a pretty little thing? We're just making sure everything's okay. Oh, no, we're okay. Hey, look at those little titties. You're right. Oh, look at there. What else is on? No. Oh, yeah. Woo! We got ourselves a fighter.
I think Rob Zombie really wanted the shock factor effect, because it's you don't technically need this scene, but it kind of works, it kind of doesn't, but yeah.
Fresh one, you done good, cousin. I got an idea. I got me a fucking bona fide, sure shit idea.
Yeah, so Michael was in the mental institution by himself, leaving everyone alone. Everyone's left him alone. But his place is full of masks, and he's just making masks. And these two fuckers think it's a good idea to interrupt him. I'm like, why would you do that? He is a big man. He is a fucking killer of a man. Leave him alone. Just let him do his thing. But he makes great masks, which is really awesome. Like, they're all different.
Hey, Mikey, we brought you a little company. Yeah, we like you some new fresh meat, baby. Fucking bitch, you want some of that? Yeah, come on, dude. Show us your man, huh?
Again, if you want to watch the Halloween reboot for the Rob Zombie one, do so. But like I said, this is Rob Zombie. This is more of a shock factor, and of the more brutal. There is more rape in this, more incest. So if you're all down with that, all feel free for it. I'm just warning you guys now. But again, I'm being mean this week.
That's good. How about some of that, killer? I ain't gonna do it. Let me hit this.
Yeah, they're raping her in Michael's bed while he's making masks, and they think that's the greatest idea they've got. And Michael, he's kind of pissed off. He just wants to be left alone. And so one guy decides to put on one of his masks. Oh, Jesus. And the mask he's got is an orange one, and so he just comes and just kills a dude. The other guy tries to run away, but he forgets he's been raping a person and has his pants down, so he's crawling. Oh, that I have no sympathy for that guy. Those two were perfectly justified kills, and I absolutely agree with that. Like I said, the 2007 version is very rednecky, very rapey, but like a real good movie to watch. The sequel, on the other hand, not so much. It gets very artsy and wanky. But, like I said, this is the last week of October. So we're starting this week off with the last week off with Halloween, 1978, 2007. It's one of the legends of the horror community, of the horror genre. Michael Myers, big motherfucker, silent motherfucker, technically. And yes, so like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Is Michael Myers one of your favourite horror movie villains of all time? If not, that's all good. Is anyone going to see the 2018 Halloween sequel? I am on Monday. I will be reviewing that for you guys when I go see it. After I go see it. Yes. We don't need another reboot or remake or whatever. But interesting factor. The mask that Michael Myers wears is a William Shatner mask, which is scary in its own. It does have its own moments. But if you were to recreate Halloween, what mask would you use? Would you still use that? Would you still use the original mask, or would you go somewhere different? Would you go a devil? Would you go angel face or something more bloody? You can't go with skin because that's Leatherface, or that's a whole other type of thing. But yes, if you were to redo Halloween in for mask style, how would you go about it? Who would you pick for the mask wearing? Like, what mask would it be? Yes. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and remember, let's build the trust before scaring them shitless.